Consultation number 2. Thank you for coming to see me again. This consultation is going to deal with detachment disorder. We have diagnosed in many people's lives, and most likely you are suffering from this malady as well, namely detachment disorder. What is detachment disorder? Detachment disorder is knowing that something is wrong. You have a link that is just a bit weak, or possibly a connection that you feel is not there. You are not connected. You feel disconnected. You feel detached, often from reality. Detached from people that you thought loved you. Detached from the purpose and the meaning of life. And often this detachment disorder is a symptom that manifests itself through people showing signs of insecurity. You often find this among little children, when they always have to call for mommy or daddy because they feel detached, they feel insecure. Maybe you are suffering from detachment disorder, where there are times that you feel emotionally insecure. And maybe there are times in your life where you have to admit that you don't really understand yourself. People have great difficulty in understanding other people, but most people who have difficulty in understanding others also have difficulty in understanding themselves. So in this diagnosis today with detachment disorder, we want to find the remedy and the cure for such a disorder. The cure will be found in this session today, and I trust that you will apply the prescription that will be given to you, and you will heal yourself through God's grace. Well, let's have a look at this. Insecurity often manifests itself because we don't know who we are. Who am I? If I should ask you who you are, your response may be giving me your name. I am Michael. Or you may say, I am Mary. Your response to my question is not totally true, because you are more than your name. Your name has been given to you so that people can identify you and that you can respond when your name is called. But there's more to you than your name. Much, much more to you than your name. If I should question you further and ask you a little bit more, you may tell me who your parents are. You may even try to prove your identity by showing me your ID document. And I should read your ID document, and that may be important from the Department of Home Affairs point of view and various administrative requirements. But there's more to you than your ID document. There's more to you than your name, more to you than your identification document. So what is it about yourself that you need to understand? You need to know that you have been born for two worlds. You have been born to live in a physical world, and you've also been born to live in a spiritual world. But there is a middle ground that damages us to a great degree, and that is the area of our soul. Because you and me, we are the soul. Your mind makes up your soul, your emotions, your intellect, your ability to reason. That's your soul. Now, your soul has to live in a physical world, and yet there is a spiritual component that your soul has been prepared for as well. And often we vacillate between these two factors, doing the good, doing the bad. The good we want to do, we don't do, and the bad we don't want to do, we find ourselves doing. And this confuses us concerning our own identity. So once we begin to understand who we really are, it makes a massive difference in our life. And in our presentations and our consultations, in our series, we are hoping to explore that so that you can fully understand who you are. And let me tell you, we have an answer. We have an answer that will help you to understand who you really are. But besides your identity, there's also been, and there also is, finding a purpose. After all, besides the question, who am I? Why am I here? Why are you here? Why were you born? Have you ever answered that question? Why am I here? What is the whole purpose of this thing called life? I'm on a journey. I know I'm on a journey. But where is the pathway taking me? Where is the journey taking me? What is the whole purpose of waking up in the morning? What is the whole purpose of spending money and trying to make myself comfortable? What is the purpose of life? That is a very important question. And because people cannot find the true purpose for why they were born, they fill their lives with so many other things which are major distractions to them finding their purpose. Have you noticed how much entertainment there is available today for people? Have you noticed that when it comes to sport, that even one sporting code overlaps with another sporting code? I come from the old school where during summer we would have cricket, during winter we would have rugby. But these days you have cricket being played into the rugby season and rugby being played into the cricket season. And we are overloaded with information about our sporting heroes and what is happening to our team. We watch our team over and over. And the result is that because people need purpose in life, they become the consumers that demand that more sport, more entertainment is available. How many people have said to me, you live in Port Elizabeth, it must be a boring place, there's nothing to do there. Well, what they really mean is that they are people who are night owls. They love being out until the early hours of the morning. Such people are constantly looking for entertainment. From the moment that they open their eyes to the moment they go to sleep, they need to have their minds stimulated through a form of entertainment. And the advertising world and marketers know how important that is. There needs to be an entertainment value, if anything, in order to give people a sense of purpose. And often, that sense of purpose is a false sense of purpose. We need to find out the true purpose for our existence. If we are going to find out why we suffer from detachment disorder, we have to find purpose. And then finally, in this presentation, we also need to know where we're going. After all, you cannot go on a journey if you don't know where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going, and you don't know how to find where you're going, what actually happens? You get lost. Exactly. You get lost. So we all need to know where we're going. We need a destiny. So there are three very important things why people suffer from detachment disorder. Number one, they lack identity. Number two, they lack purpose. And number three, they don't know their destiny. And therefore, we are told in the sacred scriptures, and this is my prescription for you today, Isaiah 53, verse 6, all we, like sheep, have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, but the Lord has laid on him, that's on Christ Jesus, the iniquity of us all. So all of us, without exception, you, me, all of us, we, like sheep, we've gone astray. The reason why is because we are pursuing our own way. And that's why we drift further and further away from the one who we need to be attached to. And that is the Lord of life. That's why we suffer from detachment disorder. So my prescription is Isaiah 53, verse 6. Read it, and may you find the cure.